And a huge sigh of relief for millions of Americans struggling to make ends meet. The longest government shutdown in U.S. history is officially over. Tonight, 7 News is on your side with live team coverage of what this means for unpaid federal workers, air travel, and SNAP benefits. Good evening. I'm Scott Thuman. It took 16 votes over the past 43 days, with the House narrowly giving that final go-ahead just hours ago. And we have a breakdown of the voting outcome on your screen. Take a look. The House passed the short-term funding bill 222 to 209. And as you can see, 2 Republicans broke from their party, voting against the bill. However, that didn't matter too much because 6 Democrats sided with the GOP majority. Now, all of this leading with one crucial moment in the Oval Office. With the stroke of his pen, the president signing that bill, officially reopening the government. He then had this to say about moving forward.
So with my signature, the federal government will now resume normal operations, and my administration and our partners in Congress will continue our work to lower the cost of living, restore public safety, grow our economy, and make America affordable again for all Americans.
670,000 federal employees were furloughed, and another 730,000 were required to keep working without pay. So now the looming question is, when will they get paid? 7 News on your side got some answers tonight, and we learned it could take up to 7 days. But Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy giving an even more encouraging timeline here. He said that checks should come within 48 hours, then back pay will start coming in. We've reached out to the White House for more on their timeline, and we will keep you updated. And with Thanksgiving just about 2 weeks away, another question tonight is, will air travel be back to normal? Airports nationwide still a mess. Just take a look at FlightAware's misery map for today. Nearly 2,500 delays and close to 1,000 cancellations. 7 News' Tom Rousey joining us now live. And Tom, some good news tonight from the FAA.
Definitely, they feel the situation is improving. I can tell you the hope by the airlines is it'll be a lot better real soon. Here at Dulles Airport, it was another day with more cancellations than usual. That said, this flight board that doesn't have many flights left on it at this hour, well, throughout the night, it looked better than it had in almost a week. Still, though, the pain not gone yet. Tuesday and Wednesday are 2 of the lightest air travel days of the week. That has helped things improve over the last few days. But there are still more cancellations than usual.
We came from Germany, and now the flight got canceled to Atlanta, so now we're stranded here. Anja
Weitengruver followed news of the government shutdown from Germany, only to get caught up in it here at Dulles.
It's crazy. I cannot imagine that a big country like this is shut down like that.
I actually took a train instead of flying from New York to D.C. I took a train because so many planes were canceled.
Because some air traffic controllers who are not getting paid were calling out of work, last week the FAA ordered airlines to cut flights at 40 major U.S. airports, including all 3 big airports in the D.C. area. The FAA planned to raise the percentage of flights that had to be canceled from 6% to 8% on Thursday. But they now say they will freeze the number at 6% since more controllers are now showing up. United Airlines, which has a hub at Dulles, says it plans to cancel fewer outgoing flights here, going from 13 Wednesday to 8 Thursday to just 7 on Friday, which is often the busiest day of the week. Meanwhile, the COO of Southwest, which has a large BWI presence, wrote that post-shutdown, he expects the FAA to allow the airline to return to normal operations within a few days. Normal travel can't come soon enough for Anja and her husband.
The flights that are available, there's actually one more. It's very expensive, so yeah, we might just be stranded here and take the next flight in the morning at 6.
So she hopes she'll have a better day tomorrow, and the hope is those flight boards will look a lot better tomorrow than they have even today, and certainly a lot better than they were looking this past weekend. The hope is things will return to semi-normal pretty quickly, and the airlines are very optimistic by Thanksgiving things will be very much back to normal. Reporting live at Dulles Airport, Tom Rousey, 7 News.
That is the hope. All right, we continue our team coverage now at the alert desk. And Jasmine, for weeks we've been covering another big concern with this shutdown, and that is SNAP benefits. So when can the 42 million Americans who rely on that food assistance program get what they need?
Unfortunately, an exact date has not been released, but lawmakers believe SNAP is one of the things that'll be easiest and fastest to resume. Most federal agencies will be funded until January 30th and need another congressional vote. But under the USDA budget, SNAP will be fully funded until September 2026, which is the end of the fiscal year. Now, all of the lawsuits tied to the Trump administration paying no SNAP benefits, some of it or all of it, are moot. The bill also replenishes SNAP's contingency fund, pays for free and reduced school meals, and fully funds the WIC food assistance program that 7 million pregnant women, new moms, and young children depend on.
But what about the Affordable Care Act subsidies that initially landed us in this longest shutdown in American history? This bill leaves out any clear resolution for the tax credits that will soon expire. What the bill does offer is a December vote on extending ACA subsidies, but no guarantees that tax credits will be around come the new year. House Speaker Mike Johnson saying there's a lot of work to do before that December vote.
I'm not going to guarantee a vote on ACA unreformed COVID-era subsidies that is just a boondoggle to insurance companies and robs the taxpayer. We got a lot of work to do on that. The Republicans would demand a lot of reforms before anything like that was ever possible.
Without these subsidies, the cost of health care will skyrocket for millions of Americans.